Hello. Today we're going to talk to you about our pedestrian traffic counter. This is a counter that's intended to be used at the entrances and exits to the rec center facility. And we're going to explain to you why we think our solution is uniquely valuable. First, let's talk about the hardware we used. We used an Arduino Uno microcontroller. At the top, you can see toilet paper tubes, used to get a more accurate reading from the PIR sensor. Below that, you can see a tether, which connects our Arduino to the computer. Below those, you can see wiring that we use to get an accurate reading from the PIR sensors in order to count pedestrians that walk by. Inside the tubes, you can see our PIR sensors. These are sensors that detect changes in heat that will be caused when pedestrians walk by. These are our main source for detecting pedestrians. As you can see, when this pedestrian walks by, he has already triggered the first sensor when he comes into its radius. As he continues to walk, he'll trigger the second sensor, and if he triggers them in the right sequential order for an entrance or an exit, depending on what you're reading, it'll count as a walk. One of the main problems our current module has is when groups of people walk by. Because we only have a 1-second delay, the lowest delay possible with our current hardware, it's almost impossible to detect groups. As you can see, the first pedestrian has already triggered the first sensor, and we must wait 1 second before it's able to be used again. But as they continue to walk, the second pedestrian has tried to trigger the first sensor, but it's not over that 1 second delay, so it won't count the second walk. In addition, we've built a website, so that way you can get statistical insights of the data we collect from the Arduino. First, we have an intuitive day picker, and we're going to show you how to select one day. First, click on the start day, then click on the end day, which if you're selecting one day will be the same. Then change the hour, so you can actually go down to the hour that you want within that day and see the data. Press the stats button to get insightful statistics about the range you've selected. First, we have a line chart. This will show you the trends throughout the day from the data. Then we have some statistical information as well as every entry located below. We have a calendar chart at top to show you which days are receiving the most traffic. In addition, we have a scale in the top right so you can get a better understanding of what the colors actually mean as far as the numbers you're seeing. Next, we have the line chart. This will show you at what times within the day or the month you're receiving the most walkers. As you can see from this line chart, it's reasonable to conclude that between the hours of 3 and 4 p.m. the traffic is very high, while after 4 p.m. going into 5 p.m. the traffic decreases significantly. Next, we have some statistical information, such as the average, max, min, and median value. This will give you a better understanding of the data you've selected. Next, we're going to show you how to pick a range of days. Again, start by selecting the first day. Then scroll over to the last day, and the days in between will highlight in gray. Press apply, then press the stats button again to get that same statistical information. So you can see the calendar chart is still there, the line chart is there, and the line chart will be much more informative when days are collected more consistently. The statistical information is shown as well as the database entries, just like before. Next, you can press the Everything button to see everything this Arduino has ever collected. Again, as you begin to track days more consistently, the line graph will become more statistically significant. But the same information is shown as previously when you press the Stats button, except this time it's for all the entries instead of a range you've selected. We believe our pedestrian traffic counter is the best solution because of its simplistic design and easy scalability, as well as the significant statistical information you'll get from the website, which we'll continue to show you throughout our presentation.